Good afternoon. I'm County Executive Ken Jenkins, and we are here this afternoon with Deputy County Executive Richard Wishney, Chairman of the Board of Legislators Vedat Gashi, Legislator Judah Holstein, and our Veterans Service Agency Executive Director Josh Gaccione to announce the establishment of the Westchester County Veterans Advisory Council. Folks may recall that as Executive Order 5 of 2024, we established and we created a Veterans Advisory Board to make sure that to recognize the things and challenges that our veterans have had. It's been an informal group that's met over the years. So the Executive Order of 5 2024 put that in place to make sure that we were able to hear on a more consistent basis from our veterans around Westchester County. This particular executive order created a council that was 15 members, and out of those 15 members, 10 of those individuals are recommended by the County Board of Legislators, and certainly the chair is going to be appointed by the county executive, and we're going to continue to work with Josh Gaccione, our outstanding new executive director of the Veterans Service Agency for Westchester County, who we'll hear from in just a moment. So again, we want to make sure that our Veterans Service Agency is able to hear from the veterans on a consistent basis. We have so many tremendous veterans that have served, just veterans that have served, but also people that have served. And Josh is working together diligently in pulling together all of the things from a team perspective to be able to address the many concerns that our veterans have, whether those are for additional for benefits that they are entitled to, making sure that the challenges of everyday living, we're working together with all of our partners, housing, mental health services, and all those kind of things together. So again, it is so very, very important that this happens. So while we're going to announce some of the members that have been appointed today, we will also continue to make sure that we have many, many more opportunities for people to raise their hands and be engaged and involved, and we're going to ask everyone to do that. At this time, let me turn over to the Executive Director from our Veterans Service Agency, Josh Gaccione. Josh.
Thank you. First, I want to thank the County Executive for establishing this council and for my fellow veterans here who have agreed to serve on the council. They bring a breadth of knowledge and experience with them. I know the County Executive will introduce the veterans here today, but Marcus, who is not here, is a chaplain and for New York State, and I think he is exceptionally vital because anytime you can have a direct link to the man upstairs while you're putting together a new endeavor, it's a good thing. And we are actively recruiting and welcoming veterans who are interested in continuing to serve the county and their community. Each veteran in each community has their own individual experiences, and the wider that we can cast this net, the better impact we can have for all veterans and for their families. I invite anyone interested in serving on the Advisory Council to reach out to me or to their legislator or to anybody at the Veterans Service Agency, and you can reach us at veteran@westchestercountiny.gov. That's veteran@westchestercountiny.gov. Or walk in and come and see me, have a cup of coffee. So, thanks.
Thanks, Josh. And certainly we want to make sure, and all of our veterans certainly know that the Office for Veterans Service Agency is at 10 County Center Road. And the best thing always is to make sure to call ahead, because it's not 24/7, although we do provide services for everyone 24/7. So again, we want to encourage everyone that is interested to reach out not only to their legislator or to Josh Gaccione or any member of the Veterans Services Agency team to make sure that their voice is being heard and their interest in serving and continuing to serve and making sure that their veterans, those that have served, are participating. At this time, I'm going to ask the Chairman of the Board of Legislators, and certainly Judah Holstein to also come up, but Vedat is going to say a few words as far as the Board of Legislators making sure to get additional members involved. Mr. Chairman. Legislator.
Thank you, County Executive. And as was mentioned, I'm joined here by my colleague, Legislator Judah Holstein, and we also have representatives of Legislator Catherine Parker and Legislator Pierce here. And in truth, I think we'd have a heck of a lot more people here because this is an incredibly popular item for us here at the board. We value the input, the service of the brave men and women who have defended us and who have served us throughout the years. Veterans are a vital part of this community, and this is part of our commitment to that community. It's a recognition that they have interests and needs specific, and if we want to know and serve those interests and needs, it's probably best to hear from the people who actually are experiencing them. Getting them on this council and having their voices heard is going to serve us tremendously. So I thank everybody for agreeing to serve on the board. I invite you all again to reach out to veteran at, what was it?
It's westchestercountyny.gov.
Veteran at westchestercountyny.gov. And lastly, but not leastly, we recognize and thank the County Executive, Ken Jenkins, for putting this forward. This is part of our continuing commitment to this community, and we're all better off for it. Thank you.
Legislator Holstein.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm just excited to be able to be here, and interesting story is that the person who I actually appointed to serve on this committee is now the commissioner. So there happens to be an opening. So I'm eager to have people who are interested come on down and volunteer and support this this opportunity to help us do best for our veterans in the county. So thank you, and thank you.
Thanks, Legislator Holstein. So at this time, let me name the individuals that are in the initial class of veterans that will be serving on the Veterans Advisory Board. And we're going to continue as we're going to keep reminding folks to seek additional members. But right now, the first initial appointees first are David Zapsky, who's the founder of the Bedford Veterans Advisory Committee as co-founder of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York's Veteran Resource Network. So David, thank you so much for being with us. John Lemke, who is a U.S. Army veteran, who's the chair of the Lewisboro Veterans Advisory Committee. Marcus Knight, the aforementioned Marcus Knight, who is not with us this morning, but he's going to be appointed today. He's a multiple service veteran and the New York State chaplain, and that's very important work that continues to be done. And if we don't give a separate shout out to another Westchester resident who serves as the secretary for the New York State for Veterans Affairs for New York State, and that's Reverend Viviana DeCohen, who serves in that role as the lead for New York State. That's very important for us to do, and always shout out a friend from Mount Vernon. So again, that's very important for us in that connection to Governor Kathy Hochul. Brendan Malloy is here with us, a U.S. Air Force veteran and an IT and cybersecurity specialist. Making sure those who have served us is continuing to be a top priority for all of us around the county, and having this Veterans Advisory Board is going to be able to give us the information that's necessary to do the work that's so important. We want to make sure to recognize that's in the room with us today, a good friend, the first deputy of the Department of Social Services, which Veterans Services sits under, the Veterans Services Agency sits under, is a good friend, John Beefus, is the first deputy commissioner in the Department of Social Services. Commissioner Leonard Towns, I believe, is at a different event that we were at earlier today for the youth. But again, it's so important for us because Westchester has so many brilliant, dedicated, and creative people among our veterans. And like all of the appointees that we have here today, I know the council that we're assembling will be a tremendous asset to the Veterans Service Agency, certainly to the Executive Director, Josh Gaccione, his entire team, and making sure our veterans and their families get the services and support they deserve. We always want to make sure to thank our colleagues and partners in the Board of Legislators for their work with us in continuing this and moving forward with this council, and for helping us select the people in the first group. Again, we are encouraging people that are interested. Every legislator, each one of the 17 have veterans agencies in their districts, whether those are posts, whether they're just advisory boards in their local communities, American Legion's posts, certainly everything that they have, they know, and everyone wants to continue to make sure we're uplifting and supporting our veterans. So with that, let us make sure to walk across, and we're going to sign the initial set of letters for the gentlemen that are here with us today. And again, Once again, anyone interested in participating in the Veterans Advisory Council can contact the Veterans Service Agency by email at veteran@westchestercountyny.gov. I'm sure it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but if you didn't take that down, make sure to just get to the Westchester County website, westchestercountyny.gov, and you'll be able to see and go right to veterans and be able to get that information as well. Again, let's go and sign our appointment letters to get this board started. So let's come on over. Pull out just a little bit. Thank you, Mr. DCE. All right. It's not like the first set of letters that you got, all right? So I hope this service is going to be things that you've been working for. I gotta say this on this side for John, who is the first letter that I'm just signing because it just happened to be the first one here. John Lemke and from Lewisboro, the chair of the Lewisboro Veterans Advisory Group, showed me in the summer. In May, then we actually had a conversation about this. This has been work that we've been doing for a while, but now we're getting it started, certainly with Josh Gaccione at the helm. That was part of the things that we were waiting for to make sure that we would be able to serve our veterans appropriately with a great team. So, first one here. So, Mr. Lemke. Yeah, it even comes with a little case, too. Look at that. The second one up is for David Zapsky. Mr. Zapsky, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Well, we'll take that. And the next one up is for Brendan. Mr. Malloy. These appointments are effective immediately. The ink doesn't even have to dry. Thank you so much. And Marcus Knight, who is not with us this morning, right? Correct. Right. So Marcus will get this in the mail.
Thank you all.
Thank you all so much. We appreciate everyone, right? And we're looking forward to it. I want to make sure that we recognize that we have two veterans that work with us, and that's why they're here. And they look great all the time, but more importantly, they do great. They have provided us service, and we thank them for their service. One is Tracy Smith, who is not only just so many different things for all of us. She is the right hand to the Deputy County Executive,
And
Richard
the left
Wisney. The right, the left, and everything. And we thank Tracy for her service, and Santiago Caceres, who is just is not only a partner for legislator David Tubiolo. He works on the County Board of Legislators in their financial team. So again, we want to thank them both for their service and thank you both for being there. And Josh, we know what Josh has hit the ground running. This is his first full week, yes, right? Sir. So I mean, it's been a very, very busy week for Josh Gaccione and the entire Veteran Service Agency team. So we thank all of you for your participation. We're looking forward to the work together. Thanks again. Thanks for watching Westchester. And if there's anything else we need to get back to you, we will. We really appreciate everyone's watching. And again, if you're interested in serving on the Veterans Service, the Veterans Advisory Board, make sure you reach out to your local legislator, to Josh Gaccione, any member of our Veteran Service Advisory, Veteran Service Agency team, and to be able to continue to help uplift our veterans and those who have served. Thanks for watching. I'm Ken Jenkins, County Executive. Have a great day.